it is cyndi-walter, the Healthy Knitter, and we are on episode 68, and I am in northern Michigan at my sister and brother-in-law's beautiful home. Just got here this morning. We got to experience, well, we drove to Lansing, Michigan to visit friends last night, spent the night there, and then had the most glorious fall ride. It feels like it's peak fall season here. It was so gorgeous. I took all kinds of footage. I'll share some in this video. And then just as we were getting close to town and ready to stop at the grocery store to pick up a couple things, my husband said, I wonder if the salmon are jumping. We like to do that on our way out of town in the summer. If we come late enough in the summer, we've hit it right a couple of times where we go to this dam and you see all these salmon, and they are big salmon that are trying to swim up and jump through these dams, these falls that are coming down. And it's amazing. So we decided to just stop, and it was absolutely crazy. We have some great footage from that I'll share with you as well. Fishermen are just, in their, whatever you call those plastic waddle pants. I can't quite think of what they're called. I'm not a fisherman. But those waders, those pants, and they're just fishing, and it's so easy to catch the salmon because they're all just going right by them trying to get upstream. So that was really cool. We got here, unloaded, and I thought I'm gonna come on because I'm gonna be doing this in segments this week while I'm here and probably have a couple episodes. I get to go to my favorite yarn shop while I'm here and do a knit along. So I'm so excited to see Melissa from Farm to Needle. I'm going to a new store that I've never been to. Gosh, what is the name of that? Let's see if I can find it. It's in Cedar, Michigan. I want to say the Honeybee, yeah, I don't know. I will let you guys know. I'm gonna do a little video from both places and see who I can talk to and possibly interview. So I'm excited about that. But let's start. I brought, this is comical. So I'm a classic overpacker. Let me know in the comments below if you're at all like me. I am so good at packing now that I can pick up my suitcase and say, over 50 pounds, and know I have to take a couple things out. And because we were driving, I didn't have to worry about that. So it's cooler here. It's gonna be like in the 60s this week. So I'm not wearing anything right now, but I brought all my hand knit sweaters and jackets, and oh my gosh, I just way overpacked clothes. But the funniest thing, you would not believe how many, I brought enough whips that if we got stuck here for months, I would never get through all my projects. And my husband's like, you're ridiculous. And I said, this is a great thing about driving. It doesn't take up too much room, but that way, if I get bored, if my hands hurt, if I need to change projects, I've got plenty of projects to work on, right? You guys agree? I'm jealous of people who have no issues packing and can not even check bags. Like my daughter, Katie, does that. My son does that. They are just minimalist, pack what they need. They can wash clothes when they get there. I like something new and different for every day to wear. And then I bring workout clothes, and then I've got enough like projects. Like I said, I instead of just bringing what I know I'll practically be working on, I've got to have options. I like options. Anybody else? Or if you all think I'm crazy. All right, here we go. Finished project. I needed something quick. Everything I'm working on seems to be taking a long time, so I wanted something very quick. So I cast on and finished a Softie hat. And this is just the most, it's precious yarn. It is, the pattern is by Janna, Helin, and it's Mirasol yarn, Mismi, and colorway 4006. And it is so soft, and you can't quite tell. It has a little rose color to it as well, so a little rose and brown. So wonderful, so soft. And it was a completely ribbed hat. So this is the first time I've done a hat in complete ribbing with a very easy bind off on the end. So gonna make a great gift for someone. I'm excited about that. So that's my one finished object. And then I have so many whips, it's crazy. Okay, so my update on my no frill sweater is now that it is the Monday sweater by PetiteKnit. So it's a little bit different. The collar is different. This collar, it had you build it almost 4 inches, and then you folded it over and knit it together, which I usually sew my collars that I've done before. I've made long collars before, but I've folded them in half and then sewn them in at the very end. So this was a new skill that I learned that was kind of fun. So I switched, and I'm really, really, really glad I did. It just looks so much better already. Maybe you'll be able to tell. This is the front of it. Here's the back. It's built up a little bit more in the back. And this is about as much as I ripped out. So I'm at least back to where I was. But what I love about this is going to remind me of my trip to England. I bought this wool in England. I'm doing 2 strands together though. So the tweed color wool that I bought in England is the Croft. It's West Yorkshire Spinners, the Croft DK in the color 1021 Tangwich. And then I'm mixing this color with an Icelandic wool, and that comes in cakes. And then to do the cuffs, I think I'm gonna forego the stripes. I love this. I absolutely love this. So I think I'm just gonna keep the tweed, which is this strand here, mixed with the cream color for the body. And I think all the cuffs are going to be mixed with the rust color, which I have down at the bottom. This is just some miscellaneous pieces, but here they are together. And I just think these colors together are beautiful. I think this is gonna be lovely. And I like the raglan is a little bit different. It's kind of hard to tell, but there's 3 knit stitches separating the raglan increases on both sides. So I'm not sure if you can really see that. It's pretty subtle, but boy, I love it. So I got some progress done on that because I tore it all out, started over, and there you have it. But I feel good about it. And like I've said a million times, if you are new, I always say, if you are having any doubts about a project, frog it and start it over or find a different project for it. You don't want to finish a project and be unhappy. You'd rather get it to where you love it and then you're proud of it and you're tickled. I'm gonna have a sip of my pumpkin coffee before it gets cold. It's delicious. Okay. All right, next up, I have made these socks before, and most of the socks I make are on fingering weight. And if they're a patterned yarn, I just do a basic vanilla. And I'm getting ready to start color work socks and a couple that have textures in them that are going to be a little challenging. I had this yarn I wanted to use up, and I thought this will be a quick, easy project I can do in the car. So I took out my Sunday socks by PetiteKnit. I made 3 pairs of these last year, 1 for me and 2 for gifts. And I had leftover yarn from last year. So when I was back here in Michigan, where I bought the pattern, where I saw the pattern for the first time and I bought the yarn from, I got 1 more skein of each of the colors so I could make 1 more set of socks. And it works up so quick. So it's beautiful. It's a 2x2 rib, so it's quite stretchy. Looks really skinny, but it's quite stretchy. And here's my heel. And I am ready to start doing my decreases on my foot and build out my foot. So I will be making 2 pairs of these. And one is, it's both in Sandnes Garn Double Sunday yarn. Yes, and this color is Croissant. So I have a set that I'll be making in Croissant, and then another one in the colorway Deep Patrol. It's a beautiful green. And this pair I gave to my daughter Katie last year, so I think I have this pair. So I'll probably gift the green ones and keep the mustard yellow color. I'm gonna work on those because they go quick, and I think I could pop at least 1 pair of these out while I'm here, possibly 2 pairs, so I'm excited about that. All right, I'm not gonna show you the projects I brought that I made 0 progress on because that's just no fun. So that's it for projects that I'm gonna share with you today, but I am gonna show you what I've got going on. My girlfriend Terry, and if you watch this podcast, Terry Holman, turn it off right now and walk away. She asked me, I had my Vegas top on when I saw her, and it's like in a really pretty aqua marine blue. And she said, would you make me one of those in an olive green? I love the color olive green. Finding a cotton olive green yarn to make in the same size as this served to be quite a challenge. I looked at a yarn festival, big one. I looked at a smaller yarn festival. I looked at 2 local yarn shops and just couldn't find it. So at the 3rd local yarn shop I went to, I found this, and it's the Queensland Collection Coastal Cotton, pure soft cotton, and it's in this beautiful olive green color. So I had to get 3 skeins of this, and I've got everything I need to cast that project on. I won't be casting it on while I'm here. I've got too many projects I've got to finish up first, but I wanted to bring it with me. So I brought the yarn 7.5 hours to northern Michigan to film this video, to show you, to put it back in my car, to go home, to cast it on at home. This is my brain. So some of you are saying, you're my girl, you're my kind of girl, and other ones are saying, maybe I better look elsewhere, and you're turning me off and finding another podcaster, right? My brain just is like, I've got to bring this to show you. So I did. All right. And then I purchased my first yarn from Yarnable. I've heard other podcasts talk about this yarn, and they have a box in it that they send out every month. And so I bought one that they had already done. And I don't know what month this was, but this is the yarn. And then it came with some cute little accessories. So of course I'm going to do some socks with that. I just love it. It's adorable. And I am drawing an absolute blank on the lady's name who owns this. I want to say Cheryl. I get her email. She's a real amazing businesswoman. And I am really excited about this. So I'll be getting this. This will be another yarn that I cast on pretty soon here. I'm trying to see if I can find it for you. I'm not sure that I'll be able to. Oh, Wool and Honey is the store in Cedar that I'm going to be going to. No, I can't find it for you, but Yarnable is the store. And then it had this little pouch in it. And I really haven't looked at these goodies in here. I was going to unbox this with you guys. So it's a cute little pouch to put notions in. Can't have enough project bags or notion bags, right? And it tells you exactly what's inside the box. Oh, this is March's order. Wings of renewal. Butterflies are often seen as messengers of change and renewal. And then there's some extras in here. And she just does a great job with her marketing and emails. And it's Hypnotic yarn. If you're not following her or you want to check her out, Hypnotic yarn and Yarnable boxes is what we have here. So there are a couple teas. Oh no, this isn't tea. Healthy Hands. This is like an alcohol sanitizer for cleaning your hands. Well, that's nice to have. I'll just put those in my purse. That's really nice to have. And there was tea. I knew there was tea. Butterfly Effect with white green tea. So that you can put in your little, I'm a coffee girl at heart, but I do love tea too. We get tea both in England when we're visiting my daughter. She's a big tea drinker. And then when we are in Taiwan, they drink tea every single day. So it is with dinner every day, at least once a day. So we do drink a lot of tea. Then when I come home, I don't drink as much. Now with fall coming, I'll probably drink coffee in the morning and then tea in the afternoon. But then this was really cute. These are little markers, and it looks like it's their row counters. So if I want to count or increases or whatever, it has numbers on them, so I can put those into my work. And I'm really excited to use these. So now that I've showed you, I can open them up and see how exactly I'll be using them. But really cool. So I think that is it. We had a wonderful knit along on Saturday. So thank you to everyone who joined us on Saturday. We knit together for 2 hours, and I've learned my lesson hard way twice, not just once, but twice, that I need the simplest of simple projects. We're talking stocking knit. I can't even knit one side and purl. I was working on my cardigan that I'd already torn out because I didn't like the increases, the Novice cardigan by PetiteKnit, that gorgeous red one that I showed you. Yeah, I left that at home because it's getting torn out again. And I think I'm actually gonna look for a different pattern with it. I love that yarn so much, but you notice every inconsistency possible with that yarn. And so I don't know if I'm going to need to find something where I run another, maybe a mohair with it or something, so that it's not quite so noticeable. And I'm pretty consistent with my stitches, but I do continental when I'm doing big projects like that. And I don't know if I hadn't been doing continental up until that point, and then I did continental for 2 hours while I was on the call, but I got done and what I had worked on looked very, very different from what I had done before. So I tore it back, and then as I was tearing it back, I looked again at my increases, and it's much, much better than the first time, but I'm still not happy with it. And I practice what I preach. I'm not happy with it. And that doesn't mean I wouldn't wear it. I'm not a perfectionist, but I want to be happy with it. And I love the color and the feel of that sweater so much. So I'm probably going to go back to the drawing board and maybe pick a different cardigan with that, or maybe just look at running a mohair or something alongside of it to fill in the gaps. Sorry if you just heard a big bang. All right, so let me see if there's anything else. My next knit along that I am planning is November 15th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Central Time. All of my links are below, my website, where you can find me on all of my different social media platforms, my Ravelry, which I'm very good at keeping track of my projects now. I'm getting a little bit better with my notes, but I'm still not, that's not a major platform for me yet to be on, but I'm there. And then my Amazon store is there if I talk about specific tools or even health and wellness things that I use. Also, my link for products that I sell is on there as well. I am a health and wellness coach. I think I forgot to say that at the beginning of the podcast. I am a health and wellness coach. I help people. I sell all natural products to help people with weight loss, with energy, sleep, help them through the pauses, perimenopause and postmenopause, where I'm at now at age 57. I help people age gracefully. We have all kinds of products from protein shakes to the best medical grade collagen I have found on the market and everything in between. So everything you need to find me is listed below. And thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned. I'm going to be showing you a lot from this trip, and I can't wait to share with you one of my favorite stores, Farm to Needle, while I'm here. Have a great day. Bye-bye.